and the staff of St. Francis de Sales College, Nagpur, I, Ms. Surbhi Walde, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, and your host of the session. I extend a warm welcome to our delegate speaker and dear students for Take Persona, the 3 days soft skill boot camp. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. Today, day 2 session on group discussion and interview techniques. I feel huge delight to introduce our speaker, Mr. Prabhu Mathur. Mr. Prabhu Mathur is an MBA from IPM Ghaziabad, and he has a blend of industrial and academic experience totaling 18 years and is currently working as chairperson training at Jaipuriya Institute of Management, Lucknow. He has experience in working in corporates like Reliance, Wipro, Artec System, and more. He has worked as a corporate trainer with various brands and has been associated with Indian Navy in Mumbai. He has won the Performance Award in his journey with his unique training methods and has created a positive impact on students to make them industry ready. His knowledge of the training domain is giving new dimensions to the subject and great learning to the students. Now, I request Mr. Prabhu Mathur sir to please guide and motivate our students.
Okay, thank you, Surbhi, for this lovely introduction, because even I forgot a lot of things and I did a revision with you. All right, thank you so much. And just to start with, two things which are common, that even I'm from Maharashtra, so that is one thing which is common. And I know the city very well. I know Nagpur city very well. And when I was going through the profile of the institute, born in 1956, right? The institute is born in 1956, where you are sitting. I was just wondering that the St. Francis de Sales College sounds very, a Goan name to me, a Goan style name to me, D, the way you are written D. And when I was going with the presentation, which you have just shared with beautiful music, and in the last slide, I can literally calculate that why and from where it comes in. All right, so welcome to everyone. So I will just a minute, just a minute. Okay, sorry for that, interruption. So the topic for the day is group discussion, right, and personal interview tips and everything. Now, I'll just tell you one thing, that this topic is wide spoken by a lot of people, right? They give a lot of inputs. I might give you my inputs. I might give you the clarity that what the person expects and everything. But before my presentation, right, I just want to congratulate everyone that you have this beautiful session arranged by your college, right, in association with our college or vice versa. And this is a golden opportunity where you can just, take a leap or take a step ahead, how to be perfect when you talk about group discussion and personal interviews. So congratulations for that thing. Thank you, Surbhi, again for this introduction. I'll just start with the presentation. I'll just give you a small intro, then I'll come with a presentation, which I will just be sharing with you guys. And you can just raise questions and I'm going to be there. So Ankur, is all go. Can I start now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay. So just first question. What do you mean by group discussion and how many words are there? And what is your persona, that why companies do it? Because we always think from one direction that we have to prepare group discussion. We have to prepare yourself for the group discussion. We don't discuss from the other end. Look, I have been working with corporates. This is my first innings with the industry, education industry as well. So there were two different things which I realized. When I was in corporate and we used to go for campus placements, we used to design group discussion activities and everything. And there was a reason attached to it and a formula how we are doing it. In the same fashion, students also go there and prepare for their activities for group discussion. But it's very important for you to understand that why companies plan group discussion, what are they looking for? Because if we can bridge that gap, every time we concentrate on our improvement, that we have to prepare yourself for group discussion. That is one point that is absolutely correct. I'll be talking on that. But on the other hand, you have to understand that why companies are going for group discussion or what is the basic need to it. So I'm sure that everyone is looking for a good job, right, in the private or the public sector, right? Am I right or am I wrong? So no one's looking for a job?
Right.
Right. So everyone is looking for a fantastic job where you can just enhance your career, which is coming for the next 30 or 35 years. Even I have done my MBA, right? And when I was there in the final year, I made a lot of plans that we will do this, we will do that. Some like were a little bit came down crashing, and some were put on, and we are sitting here. We are. So first question to everyone before I go ahead with the job description thing. Why do you think companies will offer jobs? Because there is a cycle which we need to understand. All right. And here we are talking about the selection process. So my first question to everyone is that why companies offer jobs in the market? Or why companies will offer jobs to you? What is the reason behind that? Anyone? I can take names as well. Anjali, Gunjan, Juhi, Tejas, Sanket, Ayushi, Kapil.
Need good qualified students.
Sorry?
They need good qualified students, sir.
They need good qualified students. Now the question is, why do they need good qualified students? What is the reason behind that? Why companies offer jobs?
Because they want their work done in a proper and good manner.
They want their work done in a proper manner. So if I'm working somewhere and I've got 15 employees under me, okay, I can train them very well. So I can train them and get the job done. So why companies are offering jobs to you? That's a question.
If a talented person is there, he can guide the rest of the group in a right way.
Okay. What else?
Because of vacancies in the organization.
Sorry?
Because of vacancies in the organization.
You can what?
So she's
Okay.
Vacancies in the
vacancies.
organization is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Look, I will just tell you one thing, that companies will offer jobs when they have some problem to be solved. Companies have problems. That's the reason they offer jobs, because they're looking for problem solvers. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right, sir.
Yes, yes.
Right. So understand. So when we are going, yeah, please go ahead. Yes, students, please switch on your cameras. That's one thing. Okay, fine. So understand one thing, that companies will offer jobs, right, when they have some problems to be solved and they are looking for problem solver. Now, I'll just give you one situation. Please remember, I'm just bringing that in front of you, that why companies offer for jobs and why they go for group discussion, and then we talk about group discussion. It's very important for you to understand how it goes. So, for example, Ankur is my senior. Ankur Avasthi is my senior. We are working for Reliance, and Ankur is my senior. And I'm handling sales department, and I'm having 10 people under me. Okay. Now, suddenly I walk up to Ankur and I say that, Ankur, I need 6-7 more people. Clear? I need 6-7 more people. Ankur will ask me, if Ankur is in HR, that why do you need 6 or more people? What is the reason behind that? Okay. Then I have to explain that, look, I am suffering some problems. I'm not able to achieve the targets and everything. That I have to take that for thing. Just a minute, guys. I'm getting very important. All right. So this was the thing. Now, what happened, guys, that when we talk about me talking to Ankur that I need 6 people in my team, Ankur will ask me that, why do you need 6 people? What is the problem? What you're facing? Okay, then I will explain that, Ankur, the problem is that maybe the territory is big, right? They can't travel because a lot of constraint. I'm facing problem. So the first question is that there is a problem why I need 6 more people in my team. Okay, then Ankur, if he's an HR, he will say, okay, definitely fine. All right, you go ahead and come back to me. Think for 2 more days that do you need 6 people or you need 4 people or you need 3 people. I again meet him after 2 or 3 days and tell him that, Ankur, no, I have understood. I don't need 6 people, I need 3 more people. And I can get the work done. Okay, so why I'm requesting this thing? Because there was a problem. Okay, and I requested Ankur to give me 3 more people, to recruit 3 more people. But I have proved to Ankur that there's a problem and I need problem solvers and I need managers to help. Am I clear? Okay, then Ankur decides and we go out for a selection process. So when I'm interviewing people, right, I need 3 people, but I have 300 applications with me. I can't interview all 300 of them. It's very difficult for me. So what I do, I tell him that, okay, let's do some filtration process. And the first filtration process which comes in my mind is a group discussion. Okay, so I tell Ankur that, okay, let's do a group discussion. Let's find out who all are good, who all are bad in terms of communication, and then we will decide. So please remember, group discussion is a filtration process in which you face other people and we take the best speakers or the listeners out in a particular thing, and then we take it ahead. Okay, now the second point is what I am looking on for in a candidate. So if you are sitting in a group discussion, just a minute, right, that I just want to know your understanding that if you are sitting in a group discussion, what do you think you will be evaluated on? Is the language okay, or you want me to use Hindi, English, both? Please tell me.
No, it's okay. In English, it's okay.
Hindi, English,
Both.
this is okay.
Guys, please reply. Like, is it okay with you, or you people want Hindi,
Surbhi, are you there?
English both?
It's okay with English.
It's okay with English. Thank you so much. All right. So second thing is that how do you think you're going to be analyzed in a GD? What are the parameters? You give me your ideas and I'll give you a structure point away and then we will take it ahead. So what do you think how you're going to be evaluated?
Communication. The way of communication with the other candidate.
Your communication skills with the other candidate. Absolutely right. What else?
We should be a good listener.
You need to be a good listener, communication skills. Agreed. And what else?
We should be the one who starts the conversation.
You should be the one who will start the conversation. Agreed. And
how will people react in the different kind of situation?
how do you react in different kinds of situation? I agree.
Observer.
Sorry? Can you just come out with your thought process? Okay, so you were saying that you will be judged on your communication skills in total, your listening skills, and many other programs. Fantastic. What else? What else do you think how will be judged on?
The communication must be on logical and valuable.
Very true. Communication should be logical. That's very, very important. Okay. Now, when you talk about logical, what are you talking about? Anyone? When you talk about logical, what are you talking about?
When we talk about something, there should be a particular data or analysis we should have.
You should have the particular data and everything. That's absolutely right. What else? Just one more point, and then I will start off with the introduction, what I have for it. Anyone else with any idea?
So your point of group discussion
Should
should
have
be
to the point discussion.
Sorry, your point of group discussion should be?
To the point discussion.
To the point discussion. Okay. What else? I'm noting down certain points so we can talk about it. What else?
We must know when to talk and when to listen.
Very true. And what else?
So we have to talk about what they want from us.
Okay, so we have covered majorly all the points. Okay, someone is typing that my voice is not coming. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, fantastic. So many of you have given me a lot of points that communication, they judge you on communication and everything. They judge on how do you listen to other people and everything. That's absolutely right. Okay, you know why? because you all will work in teams. When we are sitting over here, when Ankur was continuously talking to me that we have a session today and this is the way how we are planning, we have been discussing this thing for at least 2 or 3 days. That today is a session. I should also do my homework. Before coming over here, I just went to the website. I just went through the science and the arts course, what you offer. That's the reason I know that you started in 1956. So I have done my homework. You know why? Because we all work in team. Okay. Now, the most important thing is that every company offers a job because they have problems to be solved and they're looking for problem solvers. They don't want people who just can scream and just, do their work. They don't need that. They need people who can come out with their thought process, who can understand the things, who are good listeners. That's the most important thing, because if you're not a good listener, how you will understand your team members, whether senior or junior? So what companies do, they do a group discussion. They ask people to talk on certain topics and they ask them to deliver a speech over there. Okay, just one quick recap. What kind of topics we have in group discussions? What do you think? What kind of topics come out in group discussion? Anyone? Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Can anyone tell me what are the various types of group discussion topics we go ahead with?
Some trending topics.
Sorry?
The particular topics.
What do you mean by
Indian
particular
economics,
topics?
poverty, social media.
So like companies, social
And
media,
interview
the
we are
fields.
into.
or vacancies, these types.
These type of topics are there. Okay, fine. So I give you one liberty. You all are carrying your cell phones right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Please take 2 minutes and find out what kind of topics are there in group discussion, various kinds of topics for group discussions. Please open it and find out. Look, every information I will not give. I just want you guys to work in. So you have 2 minutes. Please find out the type of topics which comes in group discussions. Go ahead. Please share if you have the answers with you. What kind of GD topics are there which comes in a particular selection process?
So it can be anything, I guess, depending upon the job or depending upon the HR.
Yeah, so what do you mean by anything? Remember, I'm talking
It can
about
be like,
companies that are
about
looking for-
demonetization or about pandemic situation, or it can be about anything about ourselves.
You are
I
very
guess.
right, but still
Team-
everything needs to have a title. Please remember,
No,
I just
no.
told you guys that
Teamwork.
Social medias like WhatsApp and Facebook are killing activities or
you are telling
creativity.
me the topics. I'm talking about the types of topics.
Teamwork.
So knowledge-based,
Sir, topics should be
teamwork,
on the
Conceptual.
skills,
Conceptual,
topic
very good. And what else?
globalization.
Controversial
The
topic.
knowledge-based
Commercial
topic.
topics, very good. And what else?
Globalization.
Sorry?
Social
abstract topics.
Social topics, absolutely right. What else?
Knowledge-based topics.
Very good. Knowledge-based topics, absolutely fantastic. I can see a lot of things coming on chat as well. Teamwork or individual work, abstract topics. I wanted that word. Definitely abstract topics. Okay, fine, not an issue. So before we go ahead, it's very, very important that it's that you understand that what kind of topics companies can come out with, because every topic has a different meaning attached to it. Okay. And before you say anything to me or in the group discussion or in your personal interview, please remember, you have to be point to point and you have to be perfect, because every company is looking for a problem solver. They are not looking for people who can just be blank and just say anything. No, they are looking for a problem solver. Okay. And when you talk, you have to be specific, because you guys only told me just 5 minutes back that companies, when they come and take the group discussion, they are looking for people who are precise, who are good into communication, and who are focused. Okay. So when we talk about group discussion, guys, the rejection percentage in group discussion is almost 90%. So if 10 students are sitting in a GD, it might happen that 9 are rejected and 1 is selected, or maybe 8 are rejected and 2 are selected. That is the highest percentage what people can get into. Okay, so please make sure that you understand the scenarios like that, that every company will do a group discussion because they want to eliminate, and almost 80% students are eliminated in the interview rounds. Sorry, the group discussion round. And you have to be ready with it. So for that reason, it is very, very important for you to understand that what kind of GD topics generally come. So if I have to say, these are 3 basic types of GD topics. One is the controversial topics, knowledge-based topics, and abstract topics. Okay. And if anyone is very fond of doing an artwork over here, right? I am also good in art. All right. So thank you for making that design on the screen. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. So there are 3 basic type of topics. One is a controversial topics, knowledge-based topics, and abstract topics. Now, what are controversial topics and why companies give you controversial topics? Please give me some insight to it. What are controversial topics and why companies give controversial topics?
Because they want to know the way of thinking on that
They want to
topic
know
of a particular
your way of
candidate.
thinking. What else? What else? Now everything is related, but for that you need to understand what is that. So one category is controversial topics. So what do you mean by controversial topics? Can anyone give me any controversial topic, guys?
Like industry.
Sorry? Go ahead.
Industrial.
Sorry?
Abortion, sir. Abortion.
No, you're not very clear.
Industrial.
Abortion.
Abortion. Abortion.
Yes, sir. Abortion.
Okay. Okay. So whoever is speaking, please come close to the mic a little bit, and can you be loud to me?
Sir, can religion be a controversial topic?
Very true. Absolutely right. Religious. Right. Religious topics are definitely controversial topics.
So political topics.
Very true. They are also controversial topics. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay.
Article 270.
Gun control.
Sorry.
Social security.
Okay. Agreed. Do you know Sabrimala case where females were not allowed to go in the temple?
Yes.
That is a
Yes.
controversial topic. And
The
that's a
Babri
controversial
Masjid.
topic as well.
Babri Masjid
Okay.
topic.
Now, the question is, why companies choose controversial topics for the group discussion? Can anyone tell me? Why controversial topics are there?
On controversial topic, everyone has different opinion on that
Very
topic.
true.
So
They have a different opinion. That's very true. And what else?
Sir, they want to see our behavior, how we react in this kind of situation.
Very true. Now, what will happen? For example, if a company is coming to take senior managers or students who, or people who should manage a team, the first thing for me is to understand that how are they emotionally balanced. Now, you might have not thought about all these things, but this is the way how they give the topics to you guys when they're coming. You know why? Because, for example, if a particular company is coming for a senior position, or maybe for an HR position in that case, all right, or maybe for a position where you have to handle a team, the first thing what they want to understand is that how you are emotionally balanced. So they play a trick over there. They know what they do. They put a controversial topic which can go like India, Pakistan, all right, or Sabrimala case where females were not allowed to go in the temple because of their menstruation cycle, whatever it is. Okay, so these are the controversial cases. Now, what happens, guys, that some people, when they start talking in a group discussion like that, they lose their control. They go emotional. They start shouting. Okay, and companies don't want such people. So you're out. But they have played with you and you don't even understand what has happened. Okay, so these are the things which you have to take care while planning your lot of things. Second is the knowledge-based topics, what we discuss on. All right. For example, there are certain topics which will be revolving around certain parameters where you need to have certain knowledge, maybe certain acts, right, which are there, or maybe the current affairs which are going on, all right, because you need to have a knowledge to it. Here they check your knowledge. Here they check that do you read properly, or how content you are, and what is your knowledge based structure. They check it over here. And the third category is an abstract category. They give you any topic. For example, when I was like 2 years back, Amazon was in our campus and they were offering very good. And the topic for the discussion was dot. The lady from Amazon just stood up and she just went on the board, right? And she just put a dot over there and she said, this is the topic. Abstract can be anything. Now the question is, you need to understand, because every kind of topic has a different way of handling things. For example, if you get any controversial topic, right, you need to understand one thing, that they are checking your emotional balance, that how emotionally balanced you are. Or do you just lose your control when things are going like that? And when India, Pakistan, you start shouting and screaming and all gone for a toss. That means you cannot handle a team. Now, understand why I'm telling you this thing, because if you are preparing yourself to give a group discussion, there are some people sitting in the organization who are getting trained to take your group discussions. So if you don't know how they are playing with you, things are going to be very tough. Second is a knowledge based. So knowledge based is a category which has where you should know about that particular topic. Maybe there any of the current affairs which is going on, or something which is happening in Punjab these days related to political system. All right, or it can be anything. What is happening in Afghanistan and how they are doing things. So they check your knowledge base, that how well you read and how well you can connect. And the third topic can be an abstract topic, right, which is very general. Okay, but at the same time, they check your personality type. So this is the way how they give the topics, and you don't even come to know how they are categorizing it. Okay, so next time when you prepare for yourself for a group discussion, always prepare for these three categories and what you have to do. For example, abstract topics. One abstract topic can be, right, work is important or ethics are important. Ethics are important, or maybe profits are important. What is there for you? So they can come out with very simple topic, that ethics or profit. Talk about it. They check your persona, your way of thinking to this. That will you go for ethics or will you go for profit? They check your personality. So abstract topics are always attached to your personality, which reflects your way of thinking to the recruiter. Okay, so this is the way how things will move on. Okay, so let's take a U-turn. If you are taking a group discussion, right, what qualities you will look for in a candidate? Tell me.
He should be a good communicator.
Sorry? They should be a good communicator and everything. Okay, but now tell me one thing. The way I'm talking right now, does it make sense to you that how things will change?
Yes, it will.
All right. So this is the way, because I am not talking from a student's perspective. I am talking for a different perspective, which you should know. Because most of the time when you will give a group discussion, you come out confused that we don't know what happened with us. You don't know what happened with us because you have not thought, you're not thought from that particular thing. So start thinking. Okay. Second thing which I have observed in a group discussion, that some of the students have a lot of things in their mind, but they are not able to portray, or they are not able to put into words. Am I right or am I wrong?
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Does this thing happen with you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, very.
Now, why this thing is happening? So because you have a lot of things in your mind, but you just can't put it across. Why this thing happens?
Because I'm not a good representative.
Because
And why
we
you're
don't
not a
know
good
how to
representative?
express.
And why you're not a good representative?
We don't know the
Because
proper.
of practical things, so हम explain नहीं कर सकते.
Lack of confidence.
And
Yeah,
from where you get lack of confidence, guys?
Less practical knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, that is one thing. And what else?
Lack of preparation.
Very true. Lack of practice. Okay. In a group discussion, guys, companies do see that can you speak in a particular group? For example, okay, just one more thing. Every company works for customers. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
Yes, sir, right.
Okay.
Right,
Is
sir.
there any company which will not work for a customer? There is no company which is not working for any customer. Okay. Every company is working for a customer, and when you will sit in a group discussion, they will visualize that how you will treat their customers. Maybe customers can be internal, external, both. Maybe, for example, if you're going for a sales profile and if you have to tackle retailers and distributors, when you are talking in a group discussion, first thing I will visualize that how you will talk to my retailers and distributors. If you're not listening to other people in the group discussion, that means you are not a good listener. If you don't uphold with other person, if you don't give gratitude to other person, if you don't give importance, or if you don't correct other person, or if you don't take the feedback, you are not a leader. And everything is judged in a group discussion. You know, why do we fail in group discussion? Is first, we don't practice, and lack of knowledge, which is the most important thing. Okay, lack of knowledge is one thing that if you just do it, right, you are not going to survive anywhere. Who all read newspaper over here? Tell me. How many of you read newspaper? Please raise your hand.
I
How many of you? 3 participants have raised hand. 4, 5.
I read, sir.
6. Only 6. Out of 130 rather, out of 129 rather, we have 10 participants who are raising hand for they read newspaper. 12. Okay. 13, 14, 16, 17. Okay. So can you imagine out of 129 who are present over here, right, minus your faculties and us as well, I take it to 125. Out of 125, 16 are saying that they read newspaper. That means if a knowledge based thing will come, you minus 14 are already out. Okay. There is no substitute of reading and there is no substitute of knowledge, guys. That's the most important thing. Please do it. Because without this, you can't survive in any organization. Okay. And why do we fail? All right. Why do we fail? Look at this particular slide. It has something which interests you on the left hand side. Can you see the money which is pouring in?
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
What
we
does
see
it
it.
justify to you? What's the meaning to it? The meaning is very simple, guys, that companies will only take the candidate who justifies that he or she can be a good leader. Okay. Now, how you do it completely depends upon you. So I will just run through these slides. Then we come with one practice session of group discussion. And then I'll tell you that how it needs to be done. So you have a minute. You please read the entire thing. All right. And then we will discuss one by one. Please go ahead.
Sir, you are not audible.
Wait.
Audible, sir.
Okay, there was some disturbance in the internet. Just I'll put on the slide once again. Just hold on. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Read
Yes,
it.
sir.
Then we discuss one by one. Okay, have you gone through it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just tell me one thing. The story and the entire thing which I have built on till now, do you think it's making a difference in the way you think now for group discussion?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because the problem is that we only think from our end. Okay, that we have to do, we have to do, we have to do. But we don't understand what they're expecting. Now understand that every company will put it as a filtration process, and every company is looking for a problem solver, and they want people who can work in teams. And this is how they judge people in a group discussion. So the points which are listed over here, how good you are at communicating with others, that's what they want to listen, and that's what they want to hear as well. How easily you behave and interact with the other group members. This is one thing what they look for, that how easily you behave and interact with the other group members. If you're not ready to listen, you might have you guys practiced about group discussion till now in your college?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put in some scenarios. You might come across people who scream in the group discussion, they shout a lot. It happens, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You think
Yes, sir.
companies will look for such people who just scream and don't listen to other people?
No, no.
Not at all. Okay, they want to understand that how well you can put your thoughts and how well you can listen to others as well and give solutions to the problem. Okay, so make sure that you behave in the right fashion. Some people start pinpointing at each other. You have done it, you have done it, you have done it, and it's not the right way out. Please don't do it. Whatever you have to do, you have to convey or portray that thing with your voice and the language what you carry. And one thing, you have your seniors over here, you have Surbhi over here, you have other senior members of your college. One thing which is very, very important is that without hard work, nothing is going to pay back to you. If you're not going to read, if you're not going to justify what you're talking about, things are not going to work out. So if any one of you will think that some magic will happen on that day, I have knowledge and I will come out on that day, I promise you that you will not be able to speak a single word over there. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Surbhi, am I wrong?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So please understand that practice is one thing that will make you more confident. Never think that I have a lot of knowledge and one fine day I will just come across and say that thing over there. Nothing will happen till the time you don't practice. So the recruiter will judge you that how well you interact, how well you talk to other people in the group, and how do you convey the ideas. Okay, how open-minded you are. Can you tell me what do you mean by this? How open-minded you are? What is the meaning to it?
How easily you accept the other one's opinion.
Very good. Very good. Because a leader will accept the criticism as well. And the leader will accept anything which is been told to him as well. They are looking for leaders. They are not looking for Hitlers. And leaders are the people who accept what is right and what is wrong. If they are wrong, they accept it, but with grace. Okay, so never stick to a point which is wrong in a group discussion. No, 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 I am saying like that. It is right. Never ever. Then how flexible or rigid you are in accepting the viewpoints of others in the group. That's very important. You should be flexible in accepting the views. I'm not saying that you agree with that thing, but I'm saying that you accept that thing. That, okay, if you're talking in a GD that I accept your point, you can be right as well, but I have a point to prove it. And then you talk like that. Your leadership skills. Now, leadership skills is a very, very big gamut. All right. Leadership skills talks about the way you use your language, the way you sit, right? The way you interact with others, the way you use your body language to express your facial things and everything. That is known as your leadership skills. How well you are listening to other people. How well you are giving solution if it is required. How well you are engaging everyone. How well is your eye contact with the person who's sitting in front of you. Okay. Your analytical abilities. What do you mean by analytical abilities? Which is a very important word for this one.
So to analyze the abilities of
very good, to analyze.
How we analyze.
Very good. Now, if they are giving you a knowledge-based topic, that means they want you to analyze certain things or maybe a controversial topics. Okay. Analyzing means that how you can come out with a solution, how you can analyze, that means how you can think for that particular problem. How do you analyze the data? All right, you have computer science as your field over there in your college. In computer science, I know that you analyze a lot of data. Analyze the data means to organize the data to get the hidden information which is there. So how do you analyze a topic, right? When you're speaking, that makes you a leader. Are you problem solving or your critical thinking skills? Okay, remember one thing, in a group discussion, you don't give statements, you give examples and then you prove yourself. If you give normal statements that I think this is good, I think it is bad, these are normal statements which Rahul Gandhi can also give. Okay, you have to prove yourself that you come out with examples to prove your thought process. If you're not coming out with examples to prove your thought process, things are not going to work out for you. So you need to give examples. That is the most important thing. Okay, your time management skills. Now, can anyone tell me what do you mean by time management skills in a group discussion?
Proving your
perform a
point
program
in
in
less
a
time possible.
Sorry?
So to perform a program or any work in a proper time.
So what do you mean by time management in group discussion then?
Proving your point
So
in the
it
less
means
time.
how short and simple you keep the things.
Very good. And what else?
How briefly
How
we speak.
productive.
No, you are missing the very important word time over here.
How you give
How judge
each and
you as a
everyone
person who's
time.
managing time management in group discussion?
How you
Proving
give
your
every task a
point
proper
in the
How
time.
much
less
time
time
are you
possible.
taking to put your ideas in front of everyone?
Sir, how nicely you do a discussion in a specified amount of time.
And what else?
Now, how you give importance to every topic on a given time.
Planning to get tasks done and doing
Somewhere
them.
down the line, we are connecting in the right fashion. Time management means that how are you placed in that entire discussion of 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Okay. Are you only talking in the starting and then you're not visible, you're out? So how do you put yourself in this various time factors? For example, if the group discussion is for 5 minutes, right? Were you present in the starting? Were you present in the mid of the discussion? And were you present in the end as well? So how do you portray yourself? There are a lot of people who think that, okay, I'm just starting the group discussion. I've initiated the group discussion, then I'm selected. Nothing like that. That means you are a person who will start one activity but doesn't know how to finish it. So you should be present in all the time frames of a group discussion. In the starting as well, you should be present. In the middle of the discussion as well, you should be present. And in the end as well, when you summarize everything, you need to be present. So your time management within 5 minutes counts a lot. And I'm telling you, students who just think that, okay, I have initiated the group discussion, I've started the group discussion, and things are going to be fantastic. Nothing like that. You know why? Because that portrays that you are a person who will start one activity but will not complete one activity. Okay, why I'm telling you all these things, because I have been trained like this when I was working with corporates, that this is the way how we have to judge students. And we used to play with that thing. And students don't even come to know what is happening. Okay, you can prepare, you can have data, but if you don't keep all these things in mind, you're not selected in a group discussion. Okay, your skills to put forth your ideas in an unbiased manner, that's very important. How you portray your ideas, how you portray the examples. Okay, social attitude, that means how you're behaving in a particular GD, physically, and your confidence. One thing, guys, you will never get confidence in you if you don't practice. And if you think anything good will happen on that day, this will not happen. This is not the case. Okay, I stop here for a minute. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Anyone? Any question over here? No question.
Sir, can we be provided with recording of this lecture?
Obviously, if it has been recorded, you are most welcome, because I don't know where I'm the host. I'm just a participant over here. So if they can provide, it's going to be fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any questions till now?
So how do we present our ideas in an unbiased and balanced manner?
Unbiased means, for example, controversial topics. Okay, they talk about India and Pakistan and which is a better country, or is Pakistan literally interfering in India, whatever it is. Okay, you have to give your thought process in a fashion where you talk like a leader. You just can't say stand up on the chair and say no, India is right, India can do this, Pakistan can do that. No. You as a leader, how you give the solution, you always come out with one thing that I think this is a political game, and every every government, even if you talk about Indian government, even if you talk about Pakistani government, right, they should sit and come out with a solution that's a better way out. You are suddenly sounding like a mature person. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the way how you behave in a group discussion. All right. I just have 1 hour to just give you the right of things, but I'm telling you, this is such a big thing that if you get time in future, I can come out with certain examples, with certain recordings, with certain things that how things work. But understand to what I'm saying. That is the most important thing. I have a last slide, but this slide will tell everything to you that what companies do and how they do it. Okay. Now, can you imagine? You can see a very simple system over here, right? What a managerial view. Okay. For example, if a company is here, if this is a company, right, the company will work in a political system, economical system, social system, technical, and legal. I will explain it to you. For example, there is a company by the name Amul, and if it is in your city, that is Nagpur. Okay, but if that company is there in Nagpur, it is working under some political system. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? It is working under some economical systems. It is working under some social systems. What social gatherings what you have in Nagpur, or social systems what you have in Nagpur. Okay, it is working under some legal system in Nagpur as well. Clear? So when you get a particular topic, all right, how well you connect with all these systems. For example, if you say that Sabrimala case, right, where ladies were not allowed to enter in the temple because of their medical reason, I can relate it into a political topic. I can say that Sabrimala case is all a vote bank. It's a big political game. You know why? Because, or I can say it's a big social game. It's a social thing which they follow. And I think being in India, we should not interfere in that. Or I can say it's a political game. Or I can say it's an economical game. Okay, so how well you connect a topic with the political system or the economical system or the social system. All right, this is going to give you a managerial view to that particular topic. So it's very important that when you get any topic of your choice, of not your choice, rather, of the company's choice, you just make sure that can we relate this thing with politics? Can we relate this thing with economics? Can we relate this thing with social things which are happening or the legal things what are happening? Okay, and this, if you have this managerial view that you can connect a topic with political system, you can connect the topic with economical system or the social system, you sound like a manager. Okay, I know that it is very complicated now. I know it is too much of information which I've shared in the last 45 minutes, but I'm just giving you a crust to it that how it happens. Any questions till now?
Sir, how to give the assurance to the that selector that we are a candidate for their company?
Okay, definitely. There's a very simple view. You give them a very mature way of thinking. You give them the right information at the right time, all right? And you inform them, and you portray your maturity. You portray your maturity with the knowledge. You portray your maturity with the understanding other people in the group discussion. You portray your maturity by listening to other people. Okay, and then putting your viewpoints in the right fashion. But let me put it across very clearly, your language and your knowledge will play the major role. If you're not practicing, don't sit for group discussions, because I'm talking a managerial view to it, that how companies evaluate you. Okay, start working on it. Yeah. So you have this faculty from your college as well. I just want to know that how you guys how do you guys plan your group discussion activities and how do you do it? Okay, not a problem. Okay, there was a gentleman who asked me that how we can portray that we are the best select for that particular situation. All right, very simple thing, that every company, when they will come out with a particular job, they give you job description. Are you aware of it? Job description, JD.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
in
sir.
job description they write everything. What are the skill sets what they are looking for? Okay, once you know the set of skill sets what they're looking for example, if they are looking for people who are very good in communication skills, portray your best of communication in group discussion, because that's what they're looking for. If they are looking for people who are very good in analytical skills, then you give a lot of analytical values or insight of the topic of the GD over there, and things will work out for you. Does it make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So just a minute, guys. I'll just switch off this particular screen share. Okay, Suganya wants to ask a question. Please go ahead. Any questions? I will be happy to address.
Sir, how to reply on that abstract topics?
How to work on the abstract topics?
So this is my question also. How to understand which type of topic is this?
Yes. All right. For that, you have to do some reading. Okay. Just a minute. I just want to. Ankur, are you there?
Sir.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Ankur, if I'll forward you certain websites, okay, can you just transfer it to them so they can understand, right?
Okay, sir.
I have two very good websites. If you click on that particular website, you understand is that a controversial topic, and you see the data as well, what needs to be discussed on. Okay, so I can help you guys in that ways. Anything else?
Guys, please ask your questions if you have any.
Or do I think that it was a very boring session, that everyone was like sleeping over here? Anything, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir. You have to start a conversation if some other member is continuously talking or saying.
Sorry?
How to start a conversation if some other member is continuously conversating?
Definitely. People do that thing. They keep on talking and other people will not get a time to speak. In that case, look, play with your mind over here. What you can do, as soon as this thing happens, right, you start talking and you start understanding the people first and foremost. If a person is not stopping, there's a way out to it. You take his name. For example, I'm talking to Ms. Surbhi, for example, and Surbhi is not stopping. All right, you know what I will do? I will look at the recruiter and I will say, Surbhi, please listen to me. At least give me a time to come out with my points. You know what I'm doing? I'm just portraying Surbhi's image in front of the recruiter that she's not a good listener. And request for 2 times, then go down, because you have made your point very clear that if you're not giving time to me, I'll not screen. You can always request the person taking name. Surbhi, or maybe Dilip, or maybe Gunjan, can you please give me 2 minutes to put on my thought process? It's a brain game, guys. You are portraying the image in front of the recruiter that, look, she cannot be a good leader because she's not listening to you. Take the names, not a problem. But in the right fashion, don't scream. The moment you scream, you're gone.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you mentioned controversial topics. In that, are they looking for diplomatic answers or opinionated answers?
Diplomatic, somewhere around there, yes. But controversial topics, just test your patience level. So you can support one group, but you have to be patient enough to prove yourself. Controversial topics, the biggest problem is that people start fighting. That's the biggest problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Be cool. You are free to give your thought process, everything, but be cool and calm. All right.
So how to work a lack of confidence?
Is practice. Lack of confidence comes because of lack of practice, lack of reading. Please do it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Anyone else? Okay. So do you think the information which I have shared was helpful to you guys to understand what is group discussion?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Very much.
Yes, sir.
All right. Start thinking like that, and always request your faculties to take a lot of GDs, group discussion. But even they can't put magic to you if you don't practice on your own. Practice is going to be your part. Okay.
So,
Yeah, please go ahead.
one thing I want to ask, that if in a group discussion, that if I'm speaking on a particular point and my words are getting finished in my mind, so can I say like to the other person, like what are your opinions on this? Can I say like that?
No, don't do that. All right, don't try to be the leader of that particular group discussion like this. Don't ask me. Let the person sitting in front of you taking the group discussion can do this activity.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. All right. So over to you, Gunjan. Or Ankur, if you're there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine.
So, guys, I hope all clear to you. Surbhi ma'am,
Yes,
can you
sir.
just wind up the session?
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful session. Now I invite Tinu Joseph, sir, for vote of thanks.
Thank you, Surbhi. So I would like to, on behalf of the principal and management, I would like to thank officially our resource person for today's session, Mr. Prabhu Mathur, that is the chairperson at the training at the gym, Lucknow. So hope I think your sessions was very interesting, sir. So hope our students were interested tackle this how to tackle the group discussions. This session helped them to how to prepare more about the group discussions and how to face this group discussion without fear. Thank you, sir, for your generosity to be part of us in today's session. I also thank Mr. Angur Avasti for being always a support in these sessions, and also thank this Jaipura Institute for providing this technical support and this Zoom platform for our students to participate in this program. Also, today we have come to an end to the second day of this session. So we have 3 days program of Tech Personnel Soft Skills Boot Camp. I also thank the Dr. Katie Thomas, principal, for encouraging our students. Also, Mr. Dr. Dilip Sadhankar for coordinating this program. Also, my other colleagues, Mr. Rojo John for streaming this program in YouTube. Also, Mr. Amar Pimpalkar for always supporting us in the technicalities as well as always in the team efforts. Also, Ms. Surbhi Walde for always there for comparing this program. Thank you all. So hope we see you all in the tomorrow section at the same timing. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me over here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so Dilip sir, shall I end the meeting?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sir. Then see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So tomorrow, hello.
Yes, sir.
Dear students, tomorrow we will start the session at 11 a.m. in the morning. So do join at 10:50 a.m. in the morning. What is that? Now we can.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, guys. Then see you tomorrow. I'm ending this meeting.
Hello.
See you all tomorrow. Yes.
Anything you want to ask?
Amar sir, are you saying something?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Just checking. I was checking my mic.
Okay.
It was
Yes, sir. You are
not working
perfectly audible,
properly
sir.
earlier. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And dear
Okay.
students, see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All the best.